What's up, tubers? Thanks for tuning into my hot top fade tutorial. Just wanted to give you some encouraging words before I get into the haircut. Hey man, keep going. I don't care what's going on. You might be getting frustrated. You might get upset. You might think you can't cut hair. You might doubt yourself. You might get mad just because the haircuts aren't turning out how you want them to turn out. Keep going, because I promise if you keep going, you will get better. As simple as that. Put all that ego aside, just put in the work and the results will come. And don't listen to anybody that tells you that barbers don't make money. You can make a lot of money as a barber as long as you're professional, you treat your clients good, you don't disrespect them, and you stay humble. But keep doing the work, keep putting in that work, and you will be great. It's in you. You watching this video, I hope it helps. I hope you take away something from it. But I'll see y'all later. Now you know what I do. Hit it! Welcome to my hot top fade tutorial. My objective of this video is to help you become a better barber. The first thing that you always want to do is we have to prep the hair. So what I'm doing is combing his sides, and since he has a high top, I also have to prep the top. So I'm just put my comb in there, getting through his hair and just making it nice and full, so later on when I cut it down, we get it right. Okay, so he doesn't want a skin fade, high top fade. So what I did is my lever is down and I'm just stroking up. He's from Philadelphia, and a lot of guys from Philly, for some reason, they don't like their fades bald. So anytime somebody tells you that they want a shadow fade or something like that, or close but not skin, you can put your lever down, go against the grain. So that's what I'm doing right here. And I'm just stroking up, creating my first, creating the almost bald. I can't say line, but just almost baldness. By the way, man, I've been listening to that new Kendrick Lamar. If you don't have it, go get it. Okay, so right here, I put on my number 1.5 guard. He has a lot of hair, so I put on my number 1.5 guard, and I'm just going up for about an inch. And I'm doing this, when I do my fades, I like to do them in layers. So I create my first line, the kind of skinness or baldness or whatever you want to call it. And then I make my first line. So since he has a lot of hair, I use the number 1 guard. I'm sorry, 1.5 guard. I apologize, my lever's all the way up. Then I just went to my 2. My 2 is the lever's up, and I'm just kind of just took out that first line. As you can see, it's starting. This is the starting process of the blend. And my lever's up. Some barbers call it open. Okay, so I went down to my number 1, and I'm concentrating on the bottom part. My lever is all the way up. My lever's up. When your lever's all the way up, you're going to take more hair off. So I'm taking more hair off, and now you see I just flipped it to my lever down. So right now I'm just working the bottom part of that fade. You always want to comb the hair down so you can get a realistic look of how it's going to look when they wear it in their natural state. Well, you hope your client takes care of the hair. Then I just went to my 1.5, and I'm just doing the same thing. Just stroking up, working on that blend. Any lines that I see, I'm fading them out, and my lever's up, and I'm also probably gonna turn my lever down too. But this is just the blend part. Your levers are the most important thing when you're cutting hair. You move your lever up, you move your lever down, you figure out what you want to do with the fade, or you kind of just work on that blend. But that blend is going to come with the lever up and down. I just switched clippers. I went over to my Andes, and I got my number 1 guard on my Andes. Just wanted to get a different look, doing the same thing. My lever's all the way up, and I'm just working on the blend right here. Mainly concentrating on the bottom part of the fade right now. And the most important thing, man, when you're a new barber, is just continue just to keep cutting, man. Keep cutting. Just switch to my Babyless clippers. I'm sorry, Babyless clippers. Same thing, number 1 guard. Oh, now you see I just took it off. Now I'm just blending out that line on the bottom. And it just gets easier. The more heads you cut, the easier it gets. You'll figure out your technique. The main thing is you just keep on going. Just keep cutting. But I'm going to help you get there faster. Continue to watch my videos. Put that number 1 guard back on, and I'm just working on that transition. Look, as you can see, lever up, lever down. And my objective is to just make it look as smooth as possible. Make that blend look as good. I don't want it to look choppy. A choppy blend will make a client not come back to you. Okay, so I went back over to this is my number 2 guard, and now I'm going over to the top part of his fade, just blending in the kind of where the afro is to the blend. And I'm putting on my number 2 guard. You always want to start off with a bigger guard because sometimes you got to figure the hair out. Okay, right here, that's important, that back part. Anytime you're cutting somebody, and I'm just lining up the back and I'm keeping it nice and natural, just making that line look nice and neat. Anytime you're doing somebody's fade, man, you always want to make sure that you have all your angles covered. You want to get the back part because, hey, you never know. I mean, it's your work, so. But some female might like looking at the back of necks, and I want to make the neck look good. That's my job as a barber. Pulling that ear down, getting that hair, not taking that line up too high, but just making it look good. Tracks by my homie Jay Bleezy. I'll leave his information in the description. Yep, just going around that ear. Using my corner. When I go around the ear, I like to use the corner. And the same thing, I'm gonna do the same thing in the back. I just put on my number 1.5 guard, and I'm doing the same thing, repeating my steps. I love doing this, man. I've been doing this for 33 years, and I still feel like I don't have a job, man. I just get paid to converse with my friends. Okay, so I put on the number 2 guard right here, and I'm getting the afro part, just smoothing it down, making that transition look good. As you can see, my lever is all the way up, and I'm just blending, baby. Went to the number 3 guard right here because I wanted to get more. I don't want to take too much off, but I do want to go up higher. So my number 3 guard is on there because I don't want to take a lot off. So I obviously got to put a bigger guard on. I don't want to zeke him because if I put a small guard on, imagine if I did this with a number 1 guard. He probably wouldn't come back to me. This video might look different. I put a number 1 guard right there. You might see him turn around, cuss at me, and throw a punch. And then y'all have to see me beat him up on camera. That'll be the boxing tutorial. Okay, so now I'm going down to the number 1 guard right here, and I'm just working on the bottom part of the blend. I kind of like what I did with the top part of the blend, so now I'm just transitioning down to the bottom part. I had my number 1 guard on, but as you can see, I just took that guard off. Now I lowered my lever, and I'm working on the bottom part of that fade. Just put my number 1 guard back on, going up a little bit, just fading it out, fading it out. And I'm not like pressing on this hair real hard. I'm pressing kind of gentle, like I'll say kind of medium strokes. And right now I just went down to the number, no guard on there. And I'm just doing that blend, baby, making it look nice and neat. That's what we do as barbers. Switch my clippers because I wanted a different look. Because these Wahl clippers, they tend to take the hair down a little bit more. So I switched to my Wahl because I wanted to make the transition look smoother. Ooh. You see that transition with that light? 1.5. So I like to fade. I fade up a lot, but right here, I'm fading down because I want the hair to lay down. And I'm like, let me see how it lays down right here. How much hair is going to take off. That's why I went downwards. That's one thing when you're cutting hair. You try different things, but the main thing, you want to figure your client's hair out. The first time you cut somebody's hair, it's all about figuring their hair texture, and they might have like some calluses or something like that in their hair, and you got to kind of figure it out. But once you start cutting somebody's hair, once you cut their hair more than once, then you start to realize all the crevices and all that stuff, and now you know their hair. This is my 4th time cutting this guy's hair, so I pretty much know his hair. As you can see, I'm moving my lever up and down, just working that blend in. And don't sleep on barbers, man, as far as not making money, man. If you work hard, 1.5 guard, lever up, and just working on my blend. But if you work hard, man, you can make some money in this game. You treat your people right. Now, I like what I did with the top part of the fade. So now I'm just working on the bottom. I'm just fading in the line. Giving them a nice taper in the back. Even though it's already low. But to me, right, this part right here is pretty easy because his hair was already low. So my lever's up and I'm just blending it in. Okay, right here on this part, I'm going to, I'm speeding it up through this side, and then we'll get to the lineup and the top of his hair. But I'm just going to let y'all zone out to some of these hot beats by my man Jay Bleezy. I'll leave his info in the description. I think I have a special guest that wanted to come say something to y'all, DJ Barber, man. I see he just came into the studio, so I'll let him say something to y'all. He's over there pouring some water right now, so we'll give him a few minutes. Hey, what's up, baby? This is DJ Barber, man. Flowing on the wheels of steel. Just wanted to come in and tune into this haircut tutorial. Yeah. I see that boy is doing this thing on that blend. I just wanted to come in here and lend a hand. Yeah. Fades, baby, hot top. He looked like he ready to go out there and break dance. And afterwards, romance. Hopefully, this haircut helps him get a nice young lady, baby. You know that's what the haircuts do. You feel like a boss when you got a haircut. You feel like a champ. You feel good. That's what barbers do. That's what DJ Barber Man is here for. Tuning in on the wheels of steel, baby. Yeah, I'm coming correct with my water, my H2O in my hand, getting my body fully hydrated. Stay hydrated, my friends. Especially your barbers, because you're standing up all day. Make sure you wear the right shoes. Because if you don't wear the right shoes, you may get the blues. And if you get the blues, ooh, I can't even think of a word to rhyme with that. But, ooh, yeah, baby. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and step on out and let my man Garrick come back in. DJ Barber, man, I love all y'all. Yeah, baby. Okay, now I'm working on basically shaping up the top part. So my lever is all the way up. Anytime you line up the top of your taking hair off, you want to always have your lever up. So I'm just taking the hair off and just making it look nice and neat. I don't want to go too low because he said he wanted like about 1 inch off. So that's what I'm doing. Taking off 1 inch. Always got to keep your hands steady. Steady Betty, baby. I'm listening to DJ Barber, man. I'm up here trying to rhyme, trying to sound like him, Steady Betty. I'm just repeating the same thing, keeping my hair nice and steady, taking his hair down to his liking. He asked for 1 inch off, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take 1 inch off. And as always, my lever is up anytime I'm taking hair off the top. If I'm dealing with like a afro or something, you always wanna have your lever up. And keep that hand steady. Getting that bulk in the front, because I don't like when that cliff comes out. Only time people like the clip if their hairline is receding, and then they want you to kind of leave that clip because they're trying to hide the recession. So, all right, right here is the lineup. This is the most important part, and I'm just pretty much staying with how his hair is. I'm not taking it back. I'm just making the line look better. But I'm repeating my steps over and over. Not pushing his hairline back, but making it look good. And on the arch right here, I like to use the corner of my blade. I have more control when I use the corner of my blade. It kind of feels like a pencil, like I'm drawing. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And welcome to anyone new watching. I appreciate the love. Same thing on the other side. Not pushing his hairline back, but making it look good. As you can see, I keep going over and over again. Now I'm going to the front part, not pushing his hairline back, staying with the natural line. In my haircut tutorial videos, I don't really use enhancements much because I like to let you guys see the natural state of it. I can use enhancements, but like I said, man, I want you guys to see the natural stuff. If you're in school, you might not be using enhancements, or if you're at home, you might not use enhancements. So I want to show you natural. Well, I keep saying that. I done said natural like 15 times. So just doing the beard right here. Here's a little extra so you can see. Keeping it to where it is, not pushing it in, but making it look nice and neat. There you have it. Got them looking good. Got them looking good in the hood. Make sure you subscribe. He ready to go out there and conquer the world. He feels like a champ with that blend. And as always, I'll see y'all later. Ciao.